All right, so our software is installed successfully now. If you see here, so we installed this one, right? This software here. Now, if you see right under the image list on the installed installed images, right? So we have this image and this image, right? So the current image, right, 16.1.22, which is built with the 0028. We have the HD one only, right? And it's under the partition 1.1, and this is active and default boot is yes, right? So what we need to do, right? We need to reboot the RF5 with the newer image, right? So what we will do, we will boot our F5 with the 17.1.3, right? Okay, so till now, right, let me just double check, right, everything. So let me open my checklist one more time. So if you see, I have prepared one checklist, right, kind of. So if you see, right, the download the image from F5, this is done, right? And the transfer files, it's also done. Install the image, also done. Now what we need to do, we need to take the backup, right? So what we can do now, we can take the backup, right? So what we need to do, we will go to the system, we will go to the archive, and we will take the backup. So I will say create, and I am saying that backup uh, for upgrade. Right? You can give any name, right, as per your convenience. So I'm giving this name. Now it's right creating the backup, or we can say UCS file. We have other option also, right? We discussed, right, if you want to take the backup from the CLI, so you can say save sys UCS, and then you can give the file name backup for upgrade, right? So this command also you can run. But this time I did with the CLI, sorry, with the GUI. So let's see this one. I am downloading it to my offline machine, right? See if why it's downloading, because if something right went to go wrong, right? My F5 is gone faulty and all, so that I can reboot my or when I receive the new F5s, right? I can take the new I can take my UCS right to new box. So this is done. I have downloaded the backup. Now what is next? Right. So this is done. Now it's saying start with your standby device, right? So this is my standby device only, right? And this is our VGI, sorry, F5 LTM2. And if you see, we have the other F5, which is LTM1, right? And if you see, we have the virtuals, we have the pool are up on both F5s. Let me show you on the standby box as well. So these are the virtuals, these are the pool, right? Everything is up. Now we need to so start with this one. This is I can say okay, right? Always prepare the checklist, right? So that you will not forget a single step, right? So this is done. Now reactivate the license. So what I need to do, I need to go systems, right? I will go to the license. And if you see here, and let me show you with the CLI as well, right? So if I go to the CLI, yeah, and I say list this license, it's a command, sorry, wrong command, source is license, right? So once you put hit the enter, right, you will see loads of information, right? So this is your license version, right? This is your registration key, license on birth date, right? License start, license end. So this is the right I'm using the trial license. So that's the reason, right? We have the 1 month kind of this time, license and date, service check date, right? So if you see service check date is showing 16.3.2026, right? Service check date, right? Always. So why we are doing the relicensing to renew the service license date, or we can say it will be come with the new date, right? And our F5, right, will connect with the F5 website, and it will, right, give us the new candle. So let me go. I will say reactivate license, and here we have the option, right? So we don't have the internet on this book, so I'm doing manually, right? Always suggest, right, do the manual. So you will select this option, manual one, right? And you will say next. Now you have this dossier, right? And you have this, right, license server, right? So once you click on this one, it will be open in the new tab, and you can just copy this your dossier, and you can paste it to here on the F5 website, right? Activate.f5 product. So once you paste it, say next. Right? And you can control A, control C, or you can download the license. So I just write control A, control C. I just copy all key and I will paste it here, right? And I'm saying next. See, every steps is very important. So please, right, keep eye on this one, whatever I'm doing. So it's right, receiving the configuration from data. So it will be right now your F5 will reactivate the license. If you see, it goes to offline. It will come online in few seconds, or we can say minutes, right? So now license date is showing 27th, right? But we need to focus on the service check. I can close this one now, not needed the activate side. So it's right, still doing changes pending, still device in the offline state. It should become right to online. Okay, it's come to online now. You see, changes pending online. And if I check right now, so says license, I can hit enter. Okay, so it's saying service deck. Okay, so one more thing, right? If you write license your box right in the same month, you no need to reactivate it, right? If you think right, okay, now it's kind of 6 month or right 1 year, right? Then you can uh, reactivate the license. But best practice, right? Always do the reactivate, right? So that you will not face any issue, right? So now we reactivate the box, right? Or we can say, sorry, license, and minimize it, right? So it's done. It's showing changes pending. Right. Let me sync the config. So it's saying, right, did not receive the last sync. So because there is no changes, right? We just did the this relicense only. It will be sync. And remember, right, our 43 is the active box, or we can say F5 LTM1 is the active box, and F5 LTM2 is the our standby box, right? It's taking some time. It's still not completely sync. Okay, now it's sync, right? So you see, so this is also done, right? And now we will move it to the offline state. But before that, right, if you are doing in the production environment, right, and you are following the change process, right, by a service now or any other process, any other tool, right, you can move your change to implement state, right? And the other things, right, always, right, ask to your team to do pre and post validation, right? So that they can check the application behavior and all, right? So now what I need to do, I need to move my device to the offline state. So I can go to the device, right? And I will, instead of online, I will move it to the offline state. So I click on the online button, and here we have the option, right? Force offline, right? So this is the option basically, which is force offline, right? So once you will click this one, your device will be moved to the force offline state. Then after that, it will not receive any traffic and all. So that's the reason we are just make sure that, okay, our device in the offline state, and traffic will not come to this device. But if you see, right, the virtuals and pool, it will be so up, right? But virtual will not receive any traffic. All right. So this is the next step, right? That we have moved the device to the offline state. Now we need to reboot the device with the new partition, right? So download the image is complete, transfer the images to F5 devices is done, right? Install the images, right? Done, backup of the device. So right now we did only for the F the second device, right? Start with this one. So we did reactivate the license. We already done. Move the state device offline to offline state. It's also done. Reboot the device. So now we need to reboot the device. So what we will do? We will go to the system, right? We will go to the software management, and here we need to click on this HD1 here, and we will click. So you see we have everything right installed. Now go to the software management. For boot, right, we need to click on the boot location, and we will click on this, right? So right now this is the active one, right, with the version 16.1.2, but we need to boot with this one so that our F5 will be boot with the 17.1.3, right? So let me click on this HD 1.2. Now we need to make sure everything, right? So what it's saying, right, that current one, this image, and it will be moved to this one, right? Product is the big IP. This is my current version, and this will be my new version. This is my current build. This will be my new build, right? Allow version, I am saying yes. And the this option, right, we need to select as a yes. So it's saying installed configuration. Whatever configuration you have, you want to move to the 17.1.3 or not. If you say no, then it will not move any configuration. But if you say yes, so it will move your all configuration to the latest version, right? So let me select as a yes, right? Now it's saying that what is my source volume, right? From from which source, right, I will move the all config to the new one, right? So I'm saying from HD 1.1, and this is my current version 16.1.2. to move to HD 1.2 and the version will be 17.1.3, right? So let me say activate now, right? This is the button, right? You need to click on the activate now. So once I click on the activate, it's saying, are you sure, right? Are you sure you want to boot into the another volume, right? It's asking, right, that you are right now your device or your F5 is booted with the 1.1 and you want to move to the 1.2, right? So I'm saying yes, right? And let's wait. So now if you see, if I open my F5 right here, CLI, so you will see, right, the whole process. You will see it will be reboot and right, and all daemon will be start. So let's wait. Right. So if you see, right, this, right, H features of the rebooted request, right? Big IP starting big daemon, right? And these are the source, right? A job is also started. So this process is started now. Let's wait for few minutes. Okay. If you see now, right, these all thread is stopping because it's rebooting, right? Reach target shutdown. So it will do, right, all process. And if you see on the GUI, right, GUI is also doing some process, right? It's showing kind of this shutdown devices now. It's reboot in progress, right? Wait for few minutes, right? It will become up with the new version. So right now the configuration, right, moving from the older version to the newer version, and it will be, right, installing or whatever the process, right, backend process is doing, it's doing, and it will become with the 17.1.3, right? So let's wait. Okay, so it's provided right the login prompt. If you see here, right, it's asking for your username, root, right? We can use our password as well. So let's wait for few more minutes, right? Because it's still right. My GUI, if you see right, it's doing the process only, right? So wait for, okay. So if you see, I don't know, there is some, it's showing right. A mic was muted. So we have the login prompt now, right? Here, this one, it will asking right the username and password, right? And here, but still it's doing reboot process. So I will give right few more minutes to come back, right? And if you see right, the big IP build, right? If you read this line, right, my F5 is booted with the 17.1.3 build, right, which is the good sign for me, right? But we'll check right the complete version and all, right? Okay, let me do the, let me reset terminal. Let me put my root and F5 LTM at 2026. So it's saying right inappropriate inoperative, right? So yeah, inoperative, right? That means right device is still not in the operative state. It's right keep running the old daemons and all. So let's wait for few minutes. So my device is still showing right that you are in the fourth offline state. I'm just waiting for my logged in the GUI. All right. Oh, great. So we are now we have the window right to login. So admin F5 LTM at 2026. Right. So wow, means our F5 bit, right, is ready now, and we can just double check the version. So we can go to the configuration, device, and general setting. If you want to see the version, right, with the GUI, right. So if you see the version, it's on 17.1.3, right? And if you want to see by a CLI, let me show you. So sys license. So if you see the no, that's not. This is basically, so my bad, right? This is the license command. We need to type, right, sources version. So sys version, right? So if you see my F5, right, booted with this version 17.1.3. This is the build, right, final, and this is kind of the release date and all, right. So these are the all details. So now we are good, right, that our F5 is boot with the 71.3. So this box is now completely upgraded. Now we need to check the traffic, that okay, the traffic is working or not, means our application is accessible or not. Uh, Let me open my PC, and it's still, right, my active F5, right, be running with the older version. So if you go to here, and if you see, if it's running on the 16.1.2. So whatever the active device, it's running on the old version, and the new device running on the newer version, right? Or we can say big IP, sorry, F5 LTM2 is running on the 17.1.3, which is the standby box right now, right? But we keep it as a force offline, right? So that traffic can't come to the this box. Let me see. See, in upgrade, right, every steps is very important, because you have lots of application hosted on your F5, right? And user don't want, right, or application owner don't want any downtime and all, right? And but this is also mandatory that we need to upgrade our F5 time to time if there is any vulnerability or F5 release any new software. So we need to follow. Otherwise, they will not provide the support on the older version, right? So every year, right, F5 releasing the new iOS. So we need to upgrade our box accordingly. All right, so test 1, 2, 3. This is my machine. So I want to check first of all. Right now we have the active box with the older version. We can say 16.1, right? So it should work without any issue, but we need to do failover and all that. So let me do, and let me check. So application looks good to me. It's working, right? And now if I go to the this works and I want to, first of all, right, I need to release it from the offline to the online. So I will click again on the force of offline state, and I will scroll down, and there is one tab, release offline, right? So I will say release offline. It's saying bring this device back to online. Yes, why not? So now my device I have released, right? It's come with the online and standby, but it will still remain, right, disconnected due to version mismatch, right? So if I click here, it we can see, right. So if you see version mismatch, because your one device on running on the version 17.1 17x, and the other device is running on 16x. That's the region, right? It's showing mismatch version, but it's still right. If you do failover and all, it will work. So let me make this device as active now. So I will go to active box. I will click on the active button and I will scroll down and I can say force to standby. So I want to make this device as a standby, right? And quickly I want to check my application status, right? So if I go here and if I can check my device, right? Application, it should work, right? So see, so now traffic is coming with the this F5. If we go local traffic virtual, we should have the statics also, right? Right. So we have the statics, you see, 98. So let me refresh more, right? It should be increase 98 to say 117 and all. So no, this is not, this is my correct box, right? I want to check everything on the active one, right? So statics. So here we have 133. Let me refresh two more 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be, it should be change, right? You see, 218, right? And now this device we have under the offline state, right? So now we will do the upgrade this one, but before that, right, I need to do some stuff. I need to do some cleanup because I have some space issue on my virtual VMware, right? So I can delete this one to create the space, enough space, right? You can also write if you see, always just make sure that you are deleting image here and I am not using right production one, so I can delete this image here as well. But always right keep one version I also right. So for example, we have 17.1.3 which is running right now. Always keep right 16.1.22, right? But in my case, I am just deleting this version for space it. So okay, and I think I can delete it with the sys software, right? Delete sys software software image is already deleted. I need to do volume. So which volume? 1.1 not in use, right? So I say HT 1.1, right? So let me see if it's gone. So sys software. So you see it's deleting right now, right? And if I will click 2, 3 times, okay, so it's gone now. So I just try delete it for my space issue, right? But in production, please don't delete anything, right? Now I need to go to this version, this device, right? And give me few minutes. Oh, I think I need to upload the image, right? So you know, right, that we uploaded the image. So let me click on the import. Let me upload the image quickly again. Okay, so we have the 17.1.30011, 17.1.30011. Let's click on the import button. So now I'm uploading the image to the my other box, right? It will take few minutes, right? I'm pausing this. Let me pause this video, right? For sometimes, right? Okay, so we are now our image, right? Kind of installed 98%, right? So we are just waiting to complete it. Once it will be complete, right, we will install it. 99, 100, right? So it's installed 100%. Now, if you see that you have installed, so this is your available image, right? And this is your installed image, right? So installed image means whatever image you already installed on your device, and available means that image is available on your device but not installed, right? Or sometimes, right, it's available and also installed, right? So this is kind of a copy of the image, right? So what I will do now, I will click this one, I will say install, and what I need to do, I need to say two, right? As we did in the last F5, right? So I can say install now, and now the installation will be started on the my partition HD 1.2, all right? So you will see, right, it will become automatically here on this line, right? There will be one option will become automatically in few seconds, right? So let's wait, because we just click on the install, right? We selected this here and we click on the install, right? So let me click on the image list and now it should start, right? So you see, so this the current version, right? We have with the HD 1.1 and this one we are installing in the HD 1.2, right? So it will take, I think, few minutes, right? Let me wait. It should be start with 1%. Then I will pause the video. Okay, 6%. I will pause the video and I will resume once it will be around, right, 99% or after 95%, right? So let me pause the video for some time.